Welcome to Surprising Europe, the only television series that shows true life of African migrants in Europe. We Africans come to Europe because we want to earn a better living. We believe there are plenty of opportunities to improve our living standards, both here and for our families back home. And who knows, with a bit of luck, we might own a building like this one. In this episode, you'll meet Steven, who created a successful business in the Netherlands.
You saw my car. I never buy a second-hand car. I always buy new.
And Michael, who was not so lucky.
I stay here 6 months without doing nothing.
Two students tell about their belief that education is the key to success.
I can work in any organization, anywhere in the world.
We have Angolan music coming from Portugal, and you will meet our special reporter, Suna, who is looking for a job.
When you are putting the flyers, you have to be very careful with the dogs.
Every year, thousands of our brothers and sisters leave the African continent and head towards Europe. Right now, there are about 4.5 million Africans who officially work or study in Europe, plus 7 to 8 million Africans who are here unofficially. That means without working papers.
You saw my car. I finished paying. I bought new. I never buy a second-hand car. I always buy new.
26 years ago, Steven came to Europe without any papers, but he turned out to be a very successful entrepreneur. How did he do that?
Come in, please. Yes, this is Trans-Africa Travel. I have people working for me. I just go in, check what they have done, which money came in, which expenditures we're making, and so on. The way I sell, you know, they know this guy's selling so much. They want to see you. They want to talk to you. Who is this guy? This is the cargo department. These 2 luggages are going to Uganda. This small package to Ghana. The refrigerator and the TV is going to Kenya.
What is the secret of your success?
God's blessing. And of course, if God is blessing you, you must also take steps. You know, you can't come all of a sudden and do this business. You have to study. This diploma is for traveling agency. This one on top is a diploma, EATA diploma for travel consultancy. So I'm not only a travel agent, but I'm a travel consultant. Education will propel you to the top. That's the best thing you can do to yourself. Nobody can take your diplomas from you. Nobody. I thought it's a paradise. Monies are everywhere. You can get money, come back home quickly. But if you come here, it's just like you are in hell. Before you can compete with the whites, you have to be 4 times better than them. In terms of what? Intelligence, in terms of what? Friendliness, you know, getting closer to their hearts and minds. That makes you successful. That makes you different.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Welcome.
I did cleaning jobs, hotel jobs, factory jobs. I told myself I will not be in this situation forever. I must find something better to do. I told my boss, hey, I have to go to school. You know what my boss told me? Why do you want to go to school? He discouraged me. But I felt I came from Africa with a purpose, and I've not achieved that purpose. What can I do to achieve it? To go to school. I have to educate myself. So I knew I would make it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. If God blesses you and you don't do any hard work, you will still remain as where you are. God blesses you and you have to make a move.
Yeah.
To all Africans who want to come to Europe, it is not as easy as we think. It is hard work, education, God-fearing, and the blessings of God. Goodbye.
Not everyone turns out to be successful as Stephen. For 17 years, Michael has been coming to Spain as a seasonal worker. But he definitely can't afford fancy restaurants. He is sleeping rough in Europe.
I was doing construction work. It's good for everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine. Fine. But they say they have a crisis. So all the whole company break down. The construction, they can't work. Fabrica, he can't work. There's no job anywhere. But they have a season, they come and do farm work here. But this year there's no fruit, all the fruit are spoiled. So there's no work. And we sleep outside. For Europe, where they say Europe, see where we live in Europe. I stay here 6 months without doing nothing. The family, they always consider that we are travel, we will bring something home, but now we are suffering. Even to eat, only God. Sometimes somebody pass, you beg for money, they give you €2, €5, you take, you buy food and you prepare. And sometimes 3 days, 4 days we didn't get, we stay like that. That's how we live. In this condition, Ghana is better more than Spain. Just imagine, look how people are sleeping outside. In this type of condition, look the place people are cooking. Many people lie. You want to stand for somebody's car, you take a photo, you send it to your people, you say, see my car, see my house. I'm a family man. I got 5 children. My mother is there. My sisters, they are there. All of them, they are looking up to me. Getting to 1 year, I didn't send money home. Even right now, my mother is sick, and my children want to buy a book to go to school. I don't have the money. Well, I say I'm living in Europe. It's a very shame. It's very shame. Shame. Very shame.
Shame is what keeps many Africans in Europe. They don't dare to face their families back home without having made a fortune. What do you think of that? Should you feel embarrassed when money isn't coming in big time? Please let us know on the website. We all have dreams about our future, like the 2 students we are going to meet who came to Europe for good education. They indulge in European student life. At the same time, they have to adapt to the school system. Gizwende is an ambitious student from Burkina Faso who studies mathematics in Belgium.
Mon rêve, en fait, c'est de réussir d'abord mes études avec brio, au profit de moi d'abord, de ma famille et plus en général de mon continent, quoi.
Carl moved from Kenya to Holland to study international business at a polytechnic school.
I had applied to universities in Kenya, but as far as culture is concerned, I just wanted something else.
Both students have taken the opportunity to get a diploma at a European institute. But to become a wise man, there is money to be paid.
The difficult part of getting here was, first of all, getting a passport. I had to bribe someone.
Il y a essentiellement deux étapes. D'abord, solliciter une inscription auprès d'une université et ensuite d'introduire une demande de visa pour étudiants. Et pour ce faire, la condition, c'est d'avoir les moyens financiers pour venir étudier là.
The financial pressures are enormous. It's not only the school fees and your rent you have to think about. I spend about 200 euros in transport costs every month, and you need to have a little over 10,000 euros in your bank account. And it has to be every single year. You have to show that amount.
C'est dans ce sens que j'ai dit que j'ai de la chance d'avoir eu des parents qui se sont sacrifiés pour moi, parce que c'est des sacrifices.
When I left Kenya, I didn't really plan out my life. What I thought was that this is just going to be a new chapter of my life. I'm just going to be really open-minded and enjoy myself and learn.
Good morning, class. For our last presentation, we've chosen nonverbal communication. Nonverbal communication.
Some things didn't go as I expected because it's not as challenging as I expected it to be.
So I'm going to divide you into two groups.
For instance, I come from a culture where competition is everything, but here it's different. But for me, I thrive on that challenge. I thrive on pressure. And when I don't have that pressure, it's really difficult for me to stay motivated. But for now, I'm spending a lot more time in the library just reading about everything, from calculus, which I don't have to do at all, to African mythology. It's just feeding my brain. So that's how I stay motivated.
Je pense que ce qui m'a fait venir ici, c'est un mélange de tout en fait. Déjà, par la formation que je veux effectuer en fait, se trouve pas chez moi au Burkina Faso. Sur le plan des cours, en fait, c'est le même programme de cours, sauf qu'ici, en plus de ma base mathématique que je continue à approfondir, j'ai ce côté pratique. En fait, je veux faire des études en actuariat. Au Burkina Faso, il n'y a que 5 actuaires pour une population de 13 millions d'habitants. On a besoin de reformer le système. On n'a pas de système de sécurité sociale. On n'a pas un système de pension élaboré. Il y a beaucoup de choses à faire dans ce domaine. Bien sûr, je le sens comme un poids parce que, étant venu en Europe, si jamais je ne réussis pas sur le plan universitaire, est-ce que j'aurai vraiment une explication à donner? Non.
Let's hope they will succeed in getting their diplomas. Who knows where it will bring them? Don't forget, most of our African presidents have studied abroad. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, is home to many migrants from Angola and Mozambique, former Portuguese colonies. Many of them live in the city slums that have become a stronghold of a new Afro-European music style called Kuduro.
Vida, esse é pra todo mundo juntos. Vida, levanta. Agressividade aqui tá lá. Esse beat é que vai revelar. Não é de falar muito à toa. Ainda tá fogo aí nessa lagoa. Cê toma cuidado com você. Caso não, você vão te esquecer. Bem, agradeço os dedos de cima com muita alegria e muita fé. Moças, nossas, essas lindas, fofas, soltas, loucas, vidas.
Eu sou Puto Costa. Nascido em Angola
emigrado então para Portugal aos 7 anos. Tenho 23 anos agora. Sou kudurista. Kuduro é um estilo de música criado em Angola. É dança, é um estilo mexido, é música do povo. Eu e ele nos conhecemos, como eu posso dizer, viemos ao mesmo tempo cá em Portugal, no mesmo voo, no mesmo avião, mas só nos conhecemos num campo de futebol, né? Fomos jogar bola, angolano, eu também, né? Angolano. Epá, estamos a jogar, truca, mais truca, finta, eu fintava mais, você se lembra?
Era o craque, era o avançado, bacana mais gol.
Kuduro, é isso que você está vendo aqui, é tudo isso aqui, não é nada de Europa, não é nada. Kuduro é Angola. E Angola é isso que está aqui.
Porque fazer Kuduro, para fazer Kuduro, nós não precisamos de ouvir o instrumental, não precisamos de ter o contexto instrumental. Nós fizemos uma letra, olhando nesse, pronto, essa casa aqui não tem reboque, a gente faz um Kuduro. Dá para perceber?
Das convida, levanta, das convida, levanta, das convida, levanta.
Quando eu escrevi essa faixa musical Vida, a ideia me veio, eu estava passando assim na rua a pé, então vi um senhor que estava assim tão triste, mas nem estava a pedir esmola, nem estava a fazer nada, ele só estava triste, estava assim parado, tipo, quer dizer, ok, está parado, não pode fazer nada, mas eu vi, ele tinha corpo que é para levantar e trabalhar, fazer qualquer coisa no mundo, né? Se ficar parado, não há nada. Então, eu escrevi essa música, eu disse, vou criar uma música assim, para dizer, se estás com vida, levanta, faz qualquer coisa, nem que for correr, vai, mexe, faz qualquer coisa. Parado, não. Então foi essa mensagem que eu quis mandar para todos os seres humanos do mundo.
Açúcar, a cena tá doce, mas é remédio que cura a tosse. Vamos te meter a soltar e a dançar com adrenalina. Olha pra vida que está pra pé, na zona ninguém vai se meter. Vai aquecer até derreter. Eu já sei que o mambo está a cuiar, a minha malta não vai maiar. Se estás no bote e estás a escutar, na discoteca estás a escutar. Esse novo som tá a arrebentar, panicos da zona estão a dar. Lisboa nós estamos a comandar, a juventude não duvidar. Estamos aqui para vos agradar, a juventude não duvidar. Estamos aqui para vos agradar. Estamos aqui para vos agradar.
Normalmente, o jovem que se mete a cantar Kuduro pode ter tendência a se desviar dos estudos, criar bifes com outros kuduristas, e então daí pode originar. Por isso é que o meu pai ficou assim com um certo medo. O meu filho vai ser um kudurista, vai ser um bandido, vai andar nas ruas, a mandar bife nos outros, lutar em grupo. Mas graças a Deus eu sabia o que eu estava a fazer e não era para brincadeira, era sério. Esqueci também de dizer que, além do Putucossa ser só kudurista, também é apresentador para o canal Afro Music Channel, que transmite para 52 países da África. Tenho lá um programa que zomba no pé. Isso nunca sonhei que do Kuduro um dia viesse me chamar a fazer um programa de televisão.
Eu vou te deixar já com um vídeo.
Kuduro is rapidly gaining ground in Europe and is becoming mainstream. DJ Johnny is a Kudurist who is taking Kuduro out of the slums.
What is special about Kuduro music is that it's a brand new urban music, it's African and it's universal. It touches people. Music movements, when they touch people universally, they become universal cultures. And it's what happens to Kuduro. It's happening now.
Todos os dias que acontece isso, né? Ainda mais do lado do Kuduro, né? Que é um estilo que não vai, mas quando vai mesmo a sério. Estou orgulhoso disso e me sinto muito privilegiado por esse estilo.
Isto é Portugal, isto é Angola, isto é Lisboa, isto é Luanda, isto é Portugal, isto é Angola, isto é Lisboa, isto é Luanda, isto é Portugal, isto é Angola, isto é Lisboa, isto é Luanda. Das convida, levanta, das convida, levanta.
There is more Kuduro on the website. There you can watch the whole clip we made for Puto Kosa. Music can change the world, they say. If that's the case, our friend Puto has made a good start already. But for Suna, the music is not playing yet. How is our special reporter doing? He has a place to live in. Now he must get a job. Finding a job is not easy. Suna already learned from some fellow Africans that you have to know the tricks of the trade.
Most of the Dutch people, they think that men, they don't know how to clean their houses. Either they don't trust the men to leave them in their houses. So if you have a luck, you can get it.
Ja, dankjewel. Ik ben vrouw, staat erop. Ja, vrouw?
Mijn vrouw.
Oh, jouw vrouw?
Ja.
Oh.
When you are putting the flyers, you have to be very careful with the dogs.
Suna was lucky. A few days later, he got a phone call and could start right away.
No, mama, mister.
The woman who employed him was a bit surprised to find out that Suna was a man. In the end, she had a job that fit him better.
This car is everything, man. Restaurant. Apple. Someone makes his car a restaurant, a bed, everything.
Tatiana, I'm done.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
20 euros? That doesn't pay the bills. Suna moves to his second job of the day. As an undocumented migrant, Suna is not entitled to get a real job. But some businesses are willing to take the risk of hiring undocumented workers because then it's cheaper.
I think the passion was, it was, what type of job is this? When you don't have papers in Amsterdam, this is the only work you can do.
Suna wants to get out of this situation. You will find out next time how he does it.
God have mercy.
In the next episode, you'll also meet Sylvia, who had to move houses so often it drove her to despair.
My landlady advised me to sell your body in order to pay the rent. I said, I'd rather die.
Moby and Emmanuel show us how they make a living on the Spanish streets.
How you imagine in Africa, that's not how you will see it here.
And you'll meet Abu, who made it to a European football club.
Why did you decide to stop?
I hope to see you in the next episode of Surprise in Europe or on the website. Thank you for watching. Respect.
Europe is somewhere that you don't have to be lazy.
They do everything systematically.
There are so many laws. There are so many rules.